Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Uh, Thought it might be nice to have kind of a, I don't know, kind of a chiller stream today. It's a little rainy day here in Kansas. Oh, I can't get this camera focused right. Hang on. Should do. And yes, I know it's kind of messy in the background, but we're just gonna have to deal with it, alright? So there. Any more of this I can get? Yes, okay, fine. This a little bit further this way. And actually, I can probably. Yeah, that'll do. So I thought it'd be fun to mess around with some clay doodads. You know, why not? That'd be cool. Might be a good time. In particular, I was hoping to try making more set pieces for another one of my future clay play videos. Like Smyrn, like Polly is the one I'm working on right now. I've got some of the set pieces made for the one right after that, but I'd like to make more. So I thought it might be fun to work on that and get sort of a head start on production, as it were. I thought it might be fun to let you guys see what that's like. So as you can see here, I've got all my little clay swatches. These have their little dots of clay, and on them, it's going to be hard to get the focus right. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but it says 8W7Y1B. And what that means is that translates to a clay recipe that tells you the exact ratio of clay. So it needs 8 white bits of clay, 7 yellow, and 1 blue. And that's how you get this color. Simple as that. I'm going to be right back. I have some tools I need to get for this, but then we'll get started. So yeah. All right, I've returned. We're ready. So, like I said, I'm going to be making, probably starting out with some set pieces. Hydrate or dihydrate. And then probably moving on to some of the actual, you know, characters that might be going into this production. So yeah, this time I really want to try to unify the color palette, as it were. Try to make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. So I'm going to be, for the set pieces, mainly using Oh, it's hard to see the colors there. These three colors, I like the kind of earth tone vibe. I think it might be a cool effect. So, yeah. We'll just see how it goes. So for this recipe, actually, let me link real quick what I use for my mixing. No, this isn't the one. Or yes, here it is. Yeah, I'll post it in the chat. This is the mixing map I use for Sculpey Primo clay. It's very helpful because it tells you the exact ratios of clay together. That's why I had them all laid out in a triangle. I was trying to match it up to that mixing map, and I've been slowly making more and more. Oh, it keeps sticking to my desk. The glaze keeps doing that. That's why I keep making more and more of these, so I can try to fill out the map and have a handy reference tool as to what each color really does look like in the real world. Because obviously, if you have a picture, it's going to look different depending on the monitor. It's going to look different if you print it out, depending on what kind of printer you use. Having the physical object, having all of them, you know, sitting in front of you, makes it a lot easier to know exactly how it's going to come out, especially baking them and having them baked and easily accessible, because then it's easy enough to just be able to grab it and know, like, the colors naturally darken a little bit when you bake them. So, for example, this swatch is made with this clay, and the clay is, of course, a little bit lighter before it's baked. Once it's done, it darkens. You want to be able to tell what it's going to look like after it's baked, so that you don't make something thinking it'll be one color, and then you bake it, and then, surprise, now it's different. So yeah. Thankfully, I already have a decent supply of the color I use to mix this. The thing I love about the mixing map, actually, I'm going to just pull it up on the stream, why not? Where is it? Do I have it saved? I should, shouldn't I? Thought I did. Maybe not. Huh. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'll just paste it. Give me just a moment. Or not, I guess. Fine. No. Okay, fine, we'll save it. Okay, and then... There we go. And then JPEG. Ah! It's so big. Why is it so big? Ah! It's so large, unwieldy. Okay. Like I was saying, this mixing map is so handy because it tells you the exact ratios of things. So, at the bottom, it has these base colors. The color I just got out, this color right here, is that second from the right on the bottom row color, that 1/8 cobalt 7/8 fuchsia. Well, I have the swatch here, in fact. And you use this, you mix it with, as you can see, it has the level 2, level 3, level 4, different amounts of yellow, and that's what gives you these colors, these nice little earth tones. It's a little bit counterintuitive if you're used to the way colors are taught in like elementary school and most art classes, where it's, you know, red, yellow, green, or red, yellow, blue are primary, and orange, green, purple are secondary. It's not entirely true. Of course, anyone here who has any experience with lighting design knows that, or, you know, scenic painting or anything like that. Really, with physical colors, yellow, cyan, and magenta are the primaries, and red, green, and blue are the secondaries. But of course, it's hard to get those pure colors, so we use yellow, which is very close, but then fuchsia is close enough to magenta, and this cobalt blue is close enough to cyan. And we just adjust as needed. So yeah, so I'm going to take this and mix it. In fact, I might need to make more of this. 1/8 cobalt, 7/8 fuchsia. Okay, so we've got 1 stick of this. So if we... let's figure out how we should do this. What's the best way to go about this? Probably just mix it normally. I was thinking I might be smart and clever and use the actual stick measurements, but, well, they're not perfectly even because of the way I cut them. So, maybe not. It'll be okay. We'll survive somehow. Okay, so basically, we get 1 teaspoon, and then a 1/2 teaspoon, and a 1/4 teaspoon. I use, by the way, for my clay, I just use these little rubber measuring spoons. It's easier for me than trying to just eyeball it. I like having the actual spoons to be able to measure them out. Because, you know, we're making exact swatches of colors. It just makes sense, in my humble opinion. So yeah. Come on. It's also a little bit difficult to work with when it's not at all, you know, warmed. Polymer clay is not like modeling clay. Modeling clay tends to be pretty easy to use. Polymer clay, you gotta really work it because it's meant to hold its shape. It's meant to stay after you mold it, and especially once you bake it. So it's kind of difficult to work it unless you really get it warmed up with your hands. Or you can use, they have these little machines with little, you know, cranks, Sculpey cells that flatten it out into sheets, which makes it much, much easier to work, as you can imagine. Okay. It's hard to get it exact. I never worry too terribly much about getting it exact unless I'm doing these swatches, because, you know, you're trying to get it as close as possible with the color reference, but I'm not worried about getting those exact colors again. So we'll just kind of figure it out. We'll make it work. Okay. Actually, I should probably remove the mixing map, shouldn't I? So you can actually see what the hell I'm doing. I use the surface of this to smooth out the top of this so that it's as close to a teaspoon as possible. Okay, here we go. This music, this royalty-free music is bizarre. I've thought about, I don't know if you guys would be interested in doing this, I've thought about making my own music for stream, and I thought it might be interesting to live stream some of that, the music making process. So if you're interested, let me know. A little much. This kind of jams. I like it. Oh, I'll put a link to this music as well if anyone wants to use it. There's a playlist of royalty-free music for stream and stuff, so I thought it'd be nice to have something in the background and not just complete and utter silence while I was working. You know, just a thought. Okay, getting there. I wish I had a quarter teaspoon. I can't find it. I have a teaspoon, half teaspoon, and an eighth. So if I need a quarter, I just end up having to make 2/8, which is not ideal, but you know, it's the world we live in. You play with the hand you're dealt. Okay, so that should just about be right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got teaspoon, half teaspoon, 2/8, which is basically a quarter of a teaspoon. So you got 4 parts, 2 parts, 1 part, 7. If we're trying to make this color, which is 7 parts magenta, 1 part blue. Now we just need the 1 part blue, which is, again, 2/8. It's very handy. Once I got this system going, it became much easier to consistently get the colors I wanted. Especially having these swatches and writing down. I got this from my late scenic painting professor. Basically told us every time you make a new color, when you're painting, to put a little bit of it on a piece of cloth, let it dry, write out, name it, and then write out the recipe of colors you used to obtain it. And I thought that was very handy. So I've translated that over to my clay making process. Just speeds things up every time. And I really appreciate that. Okay. Is that? I feel like there's a little. Okay, there we go. Alright, and now we have 1 part blue. As you can see, 1 part blue, 7 parts magenta. Let's go. Let's mix, baby. Let's mix tonight. It takes a while. I don't want to lose any of it. Okay. I do like color mixing a lot. I mean, if you couldn't tell by the exorbitant number of swatches that I have. Ah! Golly, let's not do that. How about? Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just sharing the link. I don't think it sent out on my Discord for some reason. Why? I got a ping. Why? Come on. I like this track. This track is groovy. Okay. Clay for Sophie! Sophie, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm working on, right now, some of the set pieces for my next clay production. We're going to be using these three colors, these kind of earthy, deserty tones as the basis. And then the characters, I guess I hadn't said it yet, I'm planning to use these three. I like the contrast, I like using this as an accent color with these two. So yeah, we're starting with the set pieces, and then later we're going to be moving on to the characters. So yeah. Glad you're doing well. Pretty good. Is there a clay roll for you? I mean, it's entirely possible. We can, my people will call it your people. Okay. This is the long and kind of strenuous part. The rest of it is mostly just fun. But I also find this part fun, to be fair. Okay. Ooh, my hand just popped. My wrist just popped. I don't know if you heard that. It just went every bone in my wrist just popped all at once. Okay, come on. All right, and we are just about there. Man, I'm having to mix more of this later, too. That's the part that scares me. I'm gonna have to open up some more yellow soon, too. I'm getting kind of low on that. I've got some yellow in my room. I'm in my office, glorified guest room right now. Okay, now we begin to mix. I'm going to start with the easiest one. Figure that makes sense. This one, which is just half this and half yellow. Perfect. I guess. So let me mix these two together so that we get somewhere in the middle. Okay. How are you guys' Mondays going? Hopefully well. It's raining here for the first time in almost a month, which is exciting. I'm glad it finally did. Yeah, it hasn't rained here since August 13th, so I'll take it. Okay. Okay. I think what's going to be best is probably splitting this into 2 teaspoons. Tribal Council. Oh no! good luck. Hope you don't get voted out. Finally had some rain here after a very dry August. Same here. I'm very glad you guys are getting rain too. It's a plus. Alright. The nice thing about all this, thankfully, is that where this is half yellow and half purple, this one, these two, this is 7/8 purple, 1/8 yellow. This is 1/8 purple, 7/8 yellow. So you can just make another teaspoon, cut it in half, cut out 1/8 of it, do the same with the yellow. Bada bing, bada boom. You got the colors. That's the scientific term. Bada bing, bada boom, by the way. Okay. Let's get a teaspoon out of this. If we can. Hope we can get 2 teaspoons out of this. Oh, wait, actually, we should do half a teaspoon. Yes, half a teaspoon. Yes. Okay, had to do the math in my head for a second. Well, let's see. If that's just about 1 teaspoon, let's see if we can do 3. Why not? Worth a shot? No. There's no way. That's fine. You can mix more later. It'll be alright. This one's jammy too. I like it. This playlist is very vibey. A little extra. Okay. Score watching. Wow. That's a lot of people. Getting warm having my legs like that. Cthulhu stands rise up. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you, thank you. I'm a Sophie stan, so it works out. Everyone should be a Sophie stan, to be fair. You're great, Sophie. You're great. Okay. Ooh, this music's weird. I don't know how to feel about it yet. Let's find out. Okay, now we mix these two colors. This music is so bizarre. I don't know how to feel. It's like 2 different keys at once. Very strange. Itchy foot. Okay. Looks so much lighter than the other one. Might just be because it's not baked, though. It's fine. Okay, I am gonna go grab some more yellow clay. Give me just a moment. Voila. That's Cthulhu's mom. I will always stand them, I think. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you. Y'all are very silly, but I'm silly too, so it works out. We're just is the silly goose tribe. Okay. Right, now we do all this. Pack it into the spoon. A little bit more. Okay. Okay. I say okay a lot. I hope you understand. It's not about anything in particular. I just say it. It's my version of like, I guess. Leah! Hi, Leah. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Sorry, I'm just looking at the one to say hi anyways. No worries. Just glad to have you. Glad you're hanging out. This one's also vibey. I like it. Okay, here we go. Now we put the purple in here. They really do look delicious, don't they? I want to eat it. I really do. I mean, I'm at a point now where, like, I don't feel that I don't have pica, but man, they just look delectable, especially when they're finished. You know, the little swatches. Anyway. Is this one played already? It might have done. It's okay though. It's catchy. So it works out. I'm not upset about it. Okay, now take these, cut out 1/8 of each, and put it in the other one. And then we mix. And we're there. So my eyelid has been twitching. Can't see it, but this one. It's been twitching for the last like week, and I'm so sick of it. So wish it would just stop doing that. But oh well. Okay. Now we take this, cut it in half. I've got a, you have a cure. Oh, what's that? Do tell. Also, I'm going to be cutting with, I got this set of Sculpey tools for Christmas, and one of them is this little knife head type thing, type beat. Reach inside your mouth and find pressure points. Probably not going to do that with clay on my hands, but maybe later. Pressure points on the inside, on the big muscle inside your cheek that runs. I have a link, hold on, didn't, okay, no worries, yeah, just, I'll take anything I can get at this point. Only can probably by eye twitch, okay, understood. Yeah, def washing, yeah, I'm not gonna stick my clay covered hands in my mouth right now. Okay, half. Well, kind of a quarter. Sort of a quarter, maybe a quarter. And I don't always cut these exactly. What can you do? Eighth. Now I do the same with the yellow. Okay, this one we definitely have not heard before. Cool. Okay, half. What am I doing? Quarter. And eighth. So now we mix. 7 parts purple, 1 part yellow. We'll do that one first. I'll mix it over here so you guys can see it a little better. Why not? Not that much better, but a little bit better. It's always so satisfying to watch it just slowly change into the color you're wanting. See that? It's already starting to change. This one I've definitely heard already. Yep, they're just repeating some of them ad nauseum. That's fine. There you go. Color and the swatch. Voila. Now, the opposite. You can't find the blog post, but when you're not claying, I will DM you the instructions. Sounds good. No worries. And now, 7 parts yellow, 1 part purple. The other way around. Let's do it. Little swirlies you get when it's just starting. Not swirlies, you know what I mean. Swirls, not... Anyway, whatever. Words hard. Oh, it's so cool looking. I love polymer clay so much. There we go. Almost, well, sort of. Color number 3. Here's the swatch for comparison. Voila. We have 5 people watching. Whoa! Yowza. But yes, we have our 3 colors. Woo! I think it's going to be a very pretty looking set. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but I'll figure it out. Might go for kind of a... I mean, these earth tone enough. Might go for just kind of a deserty, canyony aesthetic. But we'll see. Trying to think, because I know what my character looks like, the main character for this. I think I know what I want to do. many of these I want. Let's see how flat I can get this. Yeah, I think 4 is gonna have to do. Yeah, it should be all right. Can always mix up these colors a bit more again. This looks so much like caramel, doesn't it? This color. Look at that. It's just so caramel-tastic. Trying to go for sort of a geometric shape and not a very angular sort of shape, as you can see. I want to go for sort of a rock, kind of canyon-y vibe. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, of course, but that's the idea anyway. Obviously, I tried to get this as flat as possible. There's a reason I'm preparing it on this already, because if it were flat somewhere else, I'd be worried about it solidifying to whatever surface I'm working on and then not being able to get it onto this one. But we planned ahead, baby. Back to this one. Okay. This one jams. I like this song a lot. I maybe should have angled this a little more before I put it on, but that's okay. You can always, what I like to do for my figures is use a little alcohol to smooth out the edges and get certain shapes I want. Before it's baked, it's very easy. Just put a little alcohol on a Q-tip or a cotton ball or something and just smooth out things like that. This one sounds new. But it is actually new. There we go. First little set piece. Probably do a little bit more work on it, but that's sort of the idea. I like the gradient, having the little rock rising out of it. Let me see if we can go away. Whatever. But yeah, there you go. First one down. Planning to make 4 of these, all sort of different shapes. We've definitely heard this one. I remember that. Little cue. Where did I set this to loop? Nope. Whatever. Okay, there's one part of it down. I think I might end the stream after I finish these, honestly. We'll see. But I think just these 4 is probably enough for today. Here's number 2. Voila. 2 down, 2 to go. I just like making them kind of weird looking, surreal, almost Seussian set pieces. Considering, well, the little clay plays are kind of surreal in and of themselves, so it works out. After I'm done with all 4, I'll bring the camera closer and try to fix the focus so that you guys can get a good close-up view of them. This one's sketchy. Okay. I'm glad I'm left-handed so that I'm blocking all the work I'm doing on stream. It's great. Okay, 3 down. Last one. Music is really getting repetitive now. I guess that's a sign that I should probably call this in a minute or two. In particular, I guess I should clarify, part of the reason I wanted to make these so flat is because I've had issues in the past of set pieces. Like I made this tree, for example, for one of my clay plays, and it looks cool. It's very twirly, but it only barely stands on its own. Anyway, I have my 4 ready to bake, just about. Probably end up doing a little bit of there we go, look at that. You can really see them there. Put them in a line so they're all in focus. Why does it darken so much when I'm just looking at this? But yes, there they are. I'll probably use some alcohol and some rubbing alcohol and smooth them out a little bit before I bake them. But once I do bake them, I will post the pictures on my Instagram, which you can find in the description. I'll post them on my Discord, which you can also find in the description. Got a couple other platforms down there. My Etsy shop, if you want to be able to purchase something like these or something else. I make bracelets, I make beads, all kinds of stuff. Just message me. Let me know what you're interested in and we can talk. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for us. Thanks for joining. Hope you had a good time. Yeah, once again, I've got all these links in the description. For the rest of the week, I've got streaming Silent Hill with my mom, who's in the chat, BB Gal, on Tuesday. On Friday, playing more Skyrim, but every time I die, I have to write a song. We're trying to find Azura's Star at the moment. And then Saturday, we're going to be doing our SCP book club, discussing Unforgettable, That's What You Are, which is part of the Anti-Memetics Division hub. So yeah, thanks for joining. Feel free to click all the links in the description, and I'll see ya. Thanks for sticking around, Sophie.